Yep, this is what happens when you get the crazies in. Hi, hi. Ev- Everybody's gonna actually get to see me and not the crazy person running around the hologram.
I was talking with Reed earlier because on the live yesterday, we were talking about how we need to have a live for Gathering Bingo. I've decided that we need to have a tier one, like something that's very easy to achieve. So, for example, high five one of the vendors. Easy, plenty of vendors. Tier two, a little more difficult. Give Tanya a hug because good luck catching her. Tier three is spot Jeremy in the wild. Near impossible.
You right? You should like have like a Jeremy should have flags and catch Jeremy because Jeremy's like always just poof. And if you can't, try and catch him and you just see people, a whole crowd, it sounds and he has to have the Benny Hill, like a speaker with a Benny Hill playing in the background as the whole crowd runs after him. I would die.
I think we all would.
I would die.
That and the image that I have is him on the ATV with the bear.
The
Yeah,
gator. Oh, with the
on his like six monster.
and you just hear you just see this whole crowd of people just running after him. And it's hilarious.
Exactly.
I'm here for the chaos.
I love it. Um, so why don't we go ahead and get started? I am Scotty Oakenlake. I'm assistant elf at NorseForge Gathering, and I am so excited to introduce because I love her so much. The Gathering vendor coordinator, Miss Tanya of NorseFox Creations.
Hello, hello, hello. Yay. I'm glad to be here. I'm excited. I love this. I absolutely love this whole interviewing thing. And then you ask me, and I'm like,
Listen, I said I'll
but
be
I'm here.
gentle. I'm nice. I promise.
I'm really okay with it. I'm just a nutball. I'm a nutball here. So
Yes, but you're our nutball.
true. Very true. I love everybody.
Yes, absolutely. So let's jump right into it. So I know you joined us with Gathering Three. So how did you come to be part of the Norse Forge family?
So, Josh, my partner, in crime, he had seen Jeremy's videos. I mean, he had followed Jeremy before, but he had seen videos going, "Hey, there's something going on in Salisbury," and I'm like, "What?" And he's just like, "There's this whole gathering and vendors because of our business, the Norse Fox," and he was just like, "Why don't we go ahead and give it a try?" And I'm like, okay, we normally like I said before, we normally go to the events first, check it out, see, how it is. And this one he's like, let's just do it. It's not that far from us. And so I was like, okay. So we took a chance and when we got to Gathering 3, it was like coming home. It was we were surrounded by people we already knew in the community because the vendor community locally is so small. We all know each other. We all support each other. And seeing so many of my community fam there, and then all the new people, the feel, the atmosphere. Like I said, it was just like coming home. Surrounded by chaotic nerds like myself and Josh. So it was just amazing.
That is amazing. And no, you said it exactly correct. It's definitely like coming home. Um when you're with the Norse Forge family. And I didn't know about the community of vendors being so small in the area because it's like northern central North Carolina.
Mhm. Yep, we're, like, Western North Carolina. A lot of us locally go to the same events. We know each other, we support each other. We actually get together and help each other out. Like, if I have an event that other people don't do, I will go ahead and let them know, "Hey, there's this event. We support each other. We recommend each other to events. And so that's how it started. And seeing so many familiar faces, it was very comforting. And then I met Jeremy, and that was a blast. Like, I hit it off with Jeremy. It was just the chaotic, wonderful, enthusiastic personality that he has. And it's so infectious. You cannot have a bad day around him. You really can't.
That is so true.
And then yeah, and no matter how tired you are, his level of energy is well, you know what, Randall? You are just a wonderful person. Here, hold on. There you go. There's your Morse code. I love people like that. It makes me smile more. Um, for me, there's times when I'm like tired and his energy is amazing. And it keeps me like enthused. And then when I met Allie, it was like just a breath of warmth and sunshine, and we have tons in common. We found out a lot of things in common. So I absolutely love my NorseFox fan.
And you are so loved too.
Thank
You've
you.
done such an incredible job as vendor coordinator as well. So would you
Well, I try.
would you like to share what that experience was like for Gathering 5?
Absolutely. So, at the end of gathering 4, Jeremy brought me in to the table, to the conclave, and wanted me there to at least be a part, because like I said, our community is so helpful. And then he came to me and said, "Hey, do you mind taking over?" Uh, Circumstances being what they were, and I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." 2.5 months right before, and I'm like, "Yes." And we made sure that we got this taken care of. It was honestly really, it was for me, it was so much fun because I already knew the majority of the names there. Like I said, the community, and then being able to go to see the behind the scenes, what goes into putting an event on, the time, the effort, and then having my knowledge of being a vendor for going on 20 years, not here, but in California, some of it, and then here in North Carolina, um, having to, give that and lend that to this beautiful growing event to me was just so much fun. Um, and then being at Gathering 5 and the chaos that ensued, I thrived on it. I was like, okay, we got this. We can do this. There's nothing that us as a team can't do, and it showed at Gathering 5 that no matter what happens, we got this. And the support that we gave each other and the love that we got from the vendors and the patrons was just amazing.
Absolutely. And that leads me to another question. So you said you've been vending for 20 years. Um, and I'm curious how you got started with all of the things because it seems like you do all of the things.
So the way that I myself owned had a business before in California. Wonderful, but I left during COVID, and then I came to North Carolina, my new home, my home. It's beautiful here. It is so calm, and the people are so amazing. Um, Josh, which is my partner in crime, like I said, he we have a local meadery, which is actually at the Gathering Moonjoy Meadery. They were looking for someone to supplement their drinking horns because the person that did it went, no longer did it. So Josh was wanting to do that. And I was like, we got this. I'll help you. And he's like, okay. So we started that. And it grew to the point where I was like, this is missing something. And then I started doing leather horn holders, leather accessories, and things that Daniel, the owner of Moonjoy, had started carrying. And then they Daniel and Rebecca, the owners, started saying, "You need to go do events. You have to put this out to the public. You need to do events." And I was like, "Hey, Jeannie." I was like, "Okay, yeah, sure." And we started, and it blew up. I mean, I can't tell you how quickly we've grown. This business has only been legitimately less than 3 years, and it is at the level it is, and it's hard work, dedication, a lot of sacrifices, but I wouldn't give it up for anything. Oh, hey.
It is like owning your own business is so much sacrifice. Like I think now that I've kind of had a little experience with my own business, it's so easy to underestimate how much time and dedication goes into a business, and just how you're able to do all the things just makes me appreciate handcraft so much.
Honestly, I will continue to say it, I thrive on chaos. I cannot I when I came here with Josh, he was like, "You could be a stay-at-home mom. Just relax. You don't have to." Because I worked 2 jobs, a personal one that I had, and then a Fortune 500 company. And I was always multi jobs, multi things, never sit still. And I'm a single mom. And so I didn't know how to take it easy. So being here, and when he as soon as he gave me the opportunity to, "Hey, why don't we do this?" I'm like, "Let's do it. I got this. I took the ball and ran so far. I'm still running. And there's smoke coming out the back, and it's just dust. Um,
I love
but
it.
it and it's opened up so many doors, and it's opened up so many friendships, that and opportunities for me, and what I love doing. My personal life is so involved in the business and with the people that I surround myself with. I'm so fortunate that I can do that.
That is inspiring, and I you said it exactly, that it's when you're supported by the right people and the right community, you just thrive, and just everything around you is just so wonderful. I love that.
I love it. And everything that we make is handmade. So it's that creativity part in me as well that gets to come out. And I love that part. Like there's so many aspects to the business now, and so many versions of me that you see, and that other people get to see in my business and with being the vendor coordinator for NorseForge. It's just I've been given such a wonderful opportunity.
It is an incredible opportunity, and like you said, um it's like how you're surrounded, and that's another thing I want to ask you too, because we know all of the beautiful crafts that you make, the beautiful furs, the leathers, the bags, just like all of the things. So I'm curious, what are your hobbies, like your interests, like what do you do outside or enjoy outside of Norse Fox?
Sleep. That's my hobby. I sleep. Um, since I lack sleep during, no, I love to read. I absolutely love to read, and I don't mean like a Kindle, or I don't like. I love the actual books, paperback, hardbound, hard copy. I love books. I have always been an avid reader. It that with some nice soft instrumental playing in the background, it just I get away from everything. I get to enjoy that. Fishing, I absolutely love fishing. Any chance I get, which is very few and far between, I love to go fishing. And I love camping. and it's so hilarious. And I think again, that's why I love my job so much is I get to incorporate camping with the events.
Exactly, and,
So,
like, your tent setup, I am still just amazed at how everything just comes together and not only looks fantastic, but you weren't joking. It is like, what's that from Doctor Who?
oh yeah, I called it the Harry Potter tent. It looks it looks big on the outside. It really does because it's literally a double bell canvas, 220 square foot double bell yurt. And Josh and I put it together. It takes about 40. I tell people jokingly, it takes an hour and 45 minutes to put it up. And people are like, what? I go, yeah, an hour of the bickering and then 45 minutes to put it up. Because you got a couple putting up a tent. Of course you're gonna bicker. No, that stake doesn't go there. No, that line isn't straight. No, that is not. You're gonna get that. But we've got it to the point where less bickering, uh, more tent assembly. So, but it's our home away from home, and that's something that when I started the business, Josh had said, "Well, what do you want it to go? What do you want it to become?" And we went to a few events, a lot of the Ren Fair Viking events, and I told him, "I want that." And he goes, "Want what?" I go, "I want what is it's kind of called a market stall encampment. It's where you have your business market stall, and then you have your encampment behind it." I go, "Because a lot of these events, if you've gone to them, it's a good mile and a half, sometimes 2 miles of walking from your tent, your vendor tent that you've been working and standing and moving all day in for like 9, 10 hours to get back to your sleeping tent." And that's kind of a hook when you think about it. And I was like, I told him, I just want to wake up, open the flaps and go, okay, I'm here. Let's do this. Let's open up the tent. Let's go. And he was like, okay. And then we looked because everyone knows my son Isaac, who's at almost every event, who is learning the business. I'm so proud of him. He's 13. He knows how to cut leather, dye leather, stitch. He does my atom waxing for it. He's amazing, and he's always at the events in his garb and everything. So Josh has two boys that goes with us sometimes, and we're like, we need something big enough, comfortable enough that when we're there for 4 or 5 days, it's gonna be okay with the kids. The kids aren't gonna be, you know, can't move, and that we're comfortable in. And we are a part of other communities. Like I said, all of the vendor communities. There's different communities. There's different clans, tribes, kindred, which we have. We're a part of a kindred. I'm actually a part of 3 tribes, one kindred. So I'm really fortunate for that. Um, they gave us great ideas, and one in particular, a wonderful couple goes, "Have you tried this company? Have you tried this feel?" And they had it there, and when we walked in, it was perfect. We're like, "That's what we want." And then we saw the price tag, and I'm like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to work on that." And so, like I said, with a brand new business just starting out, you know that you're always in the red for a couple years. But we kind of sacrificed a little, and scrimped and saved, and within a year we got our tent, and it was the best investment we could make. And right now we're actually looking forward to doing I want a 16 by 16. He wants a 20 by 20, period style, marketplace, tent.
Oh, wow. Oh my.
Yeah, we started off with a 10 by 10, and this is something I'm gonna to anybody who's there listening to understand. When you start off your business, aim high, aim high, do whatever you need to do, fight, scrimp, save, because if you don't, those are the businesses that turn into hobbies. And you want it to succeed, it will succeed. And so for us, that's our next goal is that 10. We started, like I said, a 10 by 10. We went to a 10 by 20. Now we have two 20 by 20s, 10 by 20s. So it's a 20 by 20 footage that we have at all the events now. And we're still not bringing everything with us. We still have things that aren't out there because there's still not enough room. So, and for everything to be handmade, that's a lot of stuff. So,
Exactly. And those of you guys watching, in case you ever need any camping tips, this is the person that you should absolutely go to. And Tiny, that is so true. I don't, while I don't have children myself, I can only imagine how stressful it must be to have to go camping and take all of those extra things. But I love also what you said about when you pursue your passion, because I feel like everybody has their own unique creative spark. And once you find that way to make that spark ignite, then that's where you really find happiness and joy. And I'm so happy for you that you found that.
the business has allowed me to meet wonderful people, yourself included. I mean, you're just an amazing friend all, overall. We met at 3 and we just continued to talk, continue to build, be in the community. And then this past year, we are so involved in in each other's lives. We're so supportive. It's literally like having an extended family. And with everyone around, it's so amazing because it makes it so worthwhile and the businesses grow. We're not petty. We're not, we're very encouraging, very loving. We're very, empowering each other to succeed. If someone needs help, we're there. And I think that's where my next one of the evolutions in my business is to the vendor coordinator because I'm super prepared. Always have extra for anybody. If when we do our encampments, I see some vendors, and sometimes we're scrimping and saving just to get to the event, that we're eating little snacks, or we have our little fast foods that and it's hard to spend money when you have to make money first. So for us, we're like, hey, you're always welcome by our fire. Come and get something to eat. We always have extra. We're always having people come over. And being now the vendor coordinator, I'm able to pass my information, my knowledge to help other vendors, because I try and include some of that information in our Discord, which it's for all the vendors that we're going to be getting. We're so going to encourage them to be in the Discord so they can take full advantage of the quick tips I have. I'm wanting to see if I can do, because we talked about it, like a Zoom, something where we can get all the vendors in and we can do, get a printout of a vendor checklist, also a printout of the camping checklist, so that you know what to bring, you're prepared, what tent spikes to use, what tent spikes not to use, straps, gorilla tape, lights, the type of lights, learn from our mistakes and benefit so you don't have to make those mistakes. I think that's the biggest part of the vendor community that we do is we help each other out in making life a lot easier for each other.
You're exactly right. And I personally, as a vendor, I felt very well taken care of. So that's 100% greatly appreciated. And hopefully, vendors that are watching this can also get some ideas from you as well, because I would love to work with you on putting together a blog for vendors of things to do, things to bring, things like that, so that they can be more prepared, because that 5 was quite an experience.
5 had me up from 2 a.m. I think I got like 3 hours of sleep, if at all, per day. Walking around, soggy shoes, like when it hit, and I'm letting you guys know that investment we talked about, those tents, um, yeah, they did not move. They did not, no rain, no nothing. They held strong. Even like the special vendor tent that the pop-up tents that we have are rated 4. And that's another thing I'll cover. Is when you buy your tent, what rating you want it, especially for, I mean, if you're in California or you're in the desert, you don't need anything that can sustain, the winds and the heavy rain that we get or a mixture of it. Um, you want something that can withstand the micro burst that we get up here. But yeah, I definitely would be able to help. But like I said, it was from the moment up, go check on everyone. That's like was my main concern. Who needed what? I think I lost my voice by Sunday when I was walking around, because I made sure I was checking on everybody the day when we all woke up, and like you had talked about it yesterday in your interview, with Zach, about the care that Jeremy and Allie did for their vendors. No one. I mean, like I said, I've had my business in California, a business here, total of like 10, 15 years of doing events. Not one event owner, vendor coordinator, anyone has ever gone to that level of care to, get tents so that you can make your money, so you can turn it around. People lost tents, and some of their, and can't control the weather, and we always hear that from all the events. But for someone to go out of their way and say, "Hey, I'm buying out Walmart right now on tents. Let everyone know." I'm like, "You're where?" And he's like, "I'm at Walmart." And I'm like, "You're amazing. And I know everyone's going to love you for this." And when we told the vendors, the look on those who had lost their whole setup was just like, some people were even crying. They were so thankful for it. And it actually turned around. Everyone made their goal, everyone, and that wouldn't have been possible
Mhm.
without Jeremy and Allie there for everyone. It would not have been possible. And so something that could have been disastrous to turn around and make it into something prosperous and, yeah, memorable, you know, is really kind of talking really to the heart of who they are. They are the kindest, amazing, loving, wonderful, chaotic couple I know. They're my brother and sister. They're amazing.
They are, and I mean, absolutely. What better way to treat your vendors as to treat them like their family, and to go the extra mile to make sure that they're taken care of, and it just it forged in fire. That's what we were. Jeremy almost quite
Yep. And right? Honestly, everyone that was there that experienced the first night, y'all a part of a group. Yeah, we're all a part of a group, man, huddled up and just like, yeah, we lived through it. We have stories to tell, and that's gonna always be, I think, well, I hope it doesn't be like, Gathering 5. We're gonna be, the stories. But I think that's what's so special about the Norse Forge community is the stories. I see, how it all started, and I'm like, wow. It's a testament to Jeremy and to Allie's dedication to how it started, and the community that they bring together. Um, it's amazing. I mean, I'm so happy to be a part of it.
It is an incredible community. And on that note, the next question I want to ask you is, I mean, you said it in so many words, but for you, what do you think makes the gathering so magical, like for people to experience? Because I've heard several people say that, they come to the gathering for the first time and it's almost in a way overwhelming. So for you, what do you think makes that magic?
What makes it unique, special, and magical that I see is it's different. It's not just a Ren fair. It's not a LARPing group just gathering together. It's not a D&D tabletop gaming kind of con. It's not, it's literally a place where you can come be yourself, have fun, be included, and because I played D&D. I used to play Magic the Gathering. I used to run a comic book store that would, I had to run Pokemon tournaments, Magic tournaments, D&D, Hero Clicks, all of that. So growing up, you're always looked on. Nerd was never a positive word until recently. Until big people that, big celebrities, and until the revival again of D&D was brought back, it was always, oh, nerds. Not a very kind word. But now it's pretty much an empowering word for those that are just want to be themselves and enjoy role playing. And that started off to the LARPing. And then the LARPing, you have different levels, and now you see SCA. That's the extreme is SCA. And you see all of this, and it all started with a bunch of kids just living their best life and using their imagination and growing up, and now we're adults and we have money.
Exactly. And for those who are not in the know, what is SCA?
Pardon me? Well, I
Oh,
didn't
I'm
hear.
sorry. So for the ones that, because for me, I'm not sure what SCA is. What is SCA?
So it is, I'm trying to remember the acronym it's for, but it's so those who do reenactment like the American Revolutionary War and all that, the hardcore wool socks, wool underwear, the hand stitched. That's exactly what SCA is. SCA is reenactors for the medieval Viking era that are they live, breathe, dress, and it's authentic. It is as authentic to the original time frame. They gather, and it's so beautiful because they even have background personas that they create in this medieval world, and everything that they do, live, breathe during these events is all period correct, period appropriate. Um, I cannot go that far. Um, but it's beautiful to see the dedication and the level of respect that they have for cultures and time periods and history. And to me, that's like you at gathering, it's an inclusion of everything. And that's what I think is the magical part. It is an inclusion. You can come in jeans and a t-shirt on your first day, not know, and you can be right next to someone who has gone to SCA events and has the full garb. Um, but you're welcomed with open arms. You're not looked down upon. You're encouraged. You can actually just enjoy yourselves. And what I love seeing are the kids, the next generation that is gonna like keep it going. And I think that's what makes gathering magical is just a place where you can be yourself and Shoot, let loose.
No, you're exactly right. And for those of you that are tuning in or are watching the live, um, as it's been uploaded, Norse Forge Legacy will be November 15th in New London, North Carolina, at the John J. Bernhardt Boy Scouts of America camp. It will be a high fantasy MMORPG
Say that
and
3 times fast.
yes. So it will be held from 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time until midnight. And very excited to announce that we will be having a live stream from the kiddie pool at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And hopefully Friday night we will be able to do a live where we can come visit you and our streamers can see the Norse camp live from their homes. So if you are a adventurer and are looking for an immersive experience, Norse Forge Legacy information can be found at norseforgegathering.com. Tickets are still available but are limited. And um, if you are in the market for some garb, NorseFox Creations has some of the finest weapons and armor.
Yeah, with Norse Fox Creation, I should have given back a little bit of background. So we deal with Viking era, Viking inspired items. What I've been drinking out of, which is, of course, everyone's seen, a mug, but we actually add a little twist to it.
Yes. Oh,
Um,
love the leaf.
and then Josh is the one that does the horns. I do leather work, I do pelts, and I have pelts from Iceland, from everywhere. Icelandic wool. I have reindeer, fox. Trying to get my hands on some bear and some wolves to round that out. But I deal with rabbits, all ethically sourced. But yeah, I make beautiful, wonderful, amazing things all by hand, and it's absolutely so much fun to make all this and to be creative and to be allowed the opportunity to get that in the hands of so many people. We get tagged, and the collabs that people do, the tags that we get, and when we're out at different events. um we were at Hailong at their concert, and the person sitting right next to me just kept, I swear, this is what I got. And I'm doing one of these moves. Like, what is going on? And she goes, "You're her." And I'm like, "Her who?" Um, and she's like, "No, um, you're the owner of the Norse Fox Creations." And I'm like, yeah." And she showed me one of the leaf belt bags that she had, and on right there, she goes, "You made this. It's like one of my, it's like the best thing, and I wear it all the time." And I'm going, "Oh, hi," trying to figure out what's going on. But having that interaction, creating something and having people wear it like Licky, is just to me the most, it's fulfilling. It is so wonderful. So yeah, we're gonna be at Legacy. We're gonna guard people out with some furs and some stuff I haven't dropped, but only a few people have seen. So keep your eyes out on
Ooh,
that one.
exciting.
She's seen it. She's seen it. My girl here has
Yes.
seen it. It's and like I said, everything's handmade. So we do take custom orders as well. So
So if someone
we'll be at Legacy.
yes, if someone is looking to get a hand on something either at Legacy or if they would like to do a custom order, what is the best way for them to get in contact with you?
So we're still working on, and I know I'm gonna get my butt kicked from someone. But we're gonna, I swear it's gonna be this week, gonna get the information to start our website. But for right now, our social medias, you can get a catch us at the NorseFox Creations with an S at the end of Creations on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. You can message us. Let me know what you're looking for. I open my commissions up once a month. I can take 5 custom orders. Um, and that usually is during event season, off season, which we're slowly running out of off season time. We're always on season. On off season time, which is summertime now for me, I can do up to 7 to 10 custom orders. But I'm going to start releasing notifications for when the commissions become available so that people can get a hold of those lots. So I can start right now. I think I'm 7 commissions in for some really beautiful stuff. And we're noticing a lot of our stuff is getting tagged at the CRF Carolina Ren Fair, which is boo. But that's my own personal view.
That's for another day.
That's for another day. But I love seeing people at different events wearing our stuff, and running across wonderful people like you wearing it, and I'm like, that's that to me. I think that's for me the biggest and most wonderful feeling is seeing something I created, something I made on somebody at an event and going, what am I? That I think is the best feeling.
It does. And your work does have a magical kind of quality because I'm one of those people that I love foxes. I would love to own one as a pet, but I know that would not be responsible. So while Loki was not with me in life, he gets to live with me in death, and I think that that's really beautiful. And he feels so magical and so loved.
I love that you got Loki. I love him. I remember when you first asked, and I was like, "Let me see what I have," because we had just done an event, and I was waiting for because they're ethically sourced. I don't know what I get because it's what's there. And I was waiting to see, and then I remember Josh saying, "Wait a minute, I think we do have that one." And I'm like, "Do we?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay." So we had to pull out all of our totes and dig through them. And sure enough, Loki was there waiting for you. So Loki was actually was meant for you. And I'm so excited that because I get to see him on you. Um, and a lot of people don't understand that when I make these, I try and do something different. I don't try and have the same thing that because there's wonderful leather crafters out there. There's wonderful pelt crafters out there. There's wonderful horn makers out there. We try to do something a little bit different. We like to tweak it a little bit different so that it gives everyone an opportunity, one, to make it affordable for you, but two, to have something that's not like everyone else. The pelts, the big fox pelts, in particular, you can wear them as mantles or you can wear them as crossbodies. So that way it gives you multiple options without having to have multiple
Mhm.
pelts, And for me, that's wonderful. For our horns, they're coated, um, and they have the lids. They're coated in a food grade epoxy, BPA free. We're very strict on that. And we do all of our own engraving on them. So if you have, like, for us, custom orders are huge. Um, we get a lot of horn custom orders. That's Josh's thing. I don't do it because if I did it, I would go crazy. Um, that's a lot of work. But we're looking at, just so much for people to make it their own. And I think that's a big thing with our community is not just having something, but incorporating it into our garb, into the persona that we create, our characters, that is custom. And to make that custom affordable for everybody is, to me, a gift I can give. Being a Ren Fair girl myself, I grew up in the Ren Fair community in California, where it all started. the Renaissance Pleasure Fair. And I remember saving as a kid all year to buy one thing because, it's so expensive. And for me to make, I have different levels and where, it's affordable for everybody. So, and I, and, 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 and I'm happy. I'm really happy right now.
Well, it's like I was talking earlier with Lindy, and she was like, when you find your inner true character, that's like when you really shine. And I think you said it as well. When people are allowed, because the whole idea of dressing up in a Ren Fair kit is being able to have those inner parts of you come out on the outside. And when you can express yourself and be your true form, you get that childlike wonder back. So it's hard to describe, but when you come to a gathering, it feels like you're getting some of that childlike wonder back because you're just surrounded by people who are just being themselves and they're living this fantasy character, from bards to thieves. We've got them all.
We got everything. We have everything. And I think that's why it's not just, and see, you could go to a Ren fair and you can get dressed up and it's good because you have that. And you're surrounded with people. I think that's what I was saying is a little different with the gathering is we encourage, we support. And like I said, and that is how I feel that it's different because I've I don't know how many events we go to. There are a handful of events that I call just spectacular, and it's because of the people behind them. And gathering is absolutely tops because you go and you can talk with Jeremy when you catch him. Um, you know, you can meet so many people, and not only do they say, "Hey, that's a good outfit," they're like, "Hey, you look good." And then they're like, "Hey, why don't you come hang with us?" Or let's do this. Or and it's you're no longer by yourself walking around in garb and in character. You're now brought in with other people and you feel more of that community. And that's like I think what a lot of us really want when we go to these events, not just to be seen, but to to feel like we belong. And I think that's what gathering really does is it has that community feel and chaotic energy.
100%. At the gathering, you never walk alone.
Oh no, 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 no. You have people that are there. And not only that, you have the vendors I think are absolute amazing. They're always willing to give you help, guide you in the right direction. They're not just there trying to sell something, they're trying to help you build something. And that I think is a big difference as well. High end, beautiful quality made vendors, and they're there to, they'll tell you, you may not want to go down that route, but why don't you try this? Or you know what, and especially when you see people, well, we understand that that's a little out of the realm right now. Think about it later. But we have options, or and I'm even to the point where if I can't help you, okay, you go down that way. They have more stuff. They'll be able. That's something you may want to check out. Okay, you know what? I know what the look you're going for. I don't have it, but I know who does. That support with each other, that help with each other, you don't see it very often. And I love the fact that we can do that. And I love the fact that we do help and encourage that with each other. So,
It's just so amazing. So my last
and that's why I think being,
No, you
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
sorry. I was saying that, and that's why I really like being the vendor coordinator because I get to meet all of these wonderful people and be able to have them and in a place that is going to boost them up and it's going to help them. And I can't tell you that this has been like so much fun for me. It's not work. It's like It's not work. I love being the vendor coordinator.
That's exactly that describes everything. So my last question to you is you'll be with us at Legacy and also at Gathering 6, which I know some who can't make Legacy will hopefully make us with Gathering 6. So for patrons who are new to the gatherings, what would you like to leave them with? What would you like them to know about you?
Hmm. I have many different guises. Um, I wear many different hats. And my biggest thing is in no matter how you see me, I'm always there to help. Don't be afraid to come talk to me. I think Zach said it best is I'm just a human. Just come talk to me. If you want a hug, I'll give you a hug. If you need something, don't be afraid to ask. Um, and like I said, I wear many different hats. Whether I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off at, helping vendors out. If you're a vendor, I'm there. Patrons, if you see me, say hi. Give me a hug. I love hugs. Oh my God, I love hugs. Sit and talk with me. If you see me by the fire, you're more than welcome to share my fire. We're gonna have Norse Camp again. So excited for that. And if you see me, I say this tongue in cheek because it is and it isn't. But if you see me performing, um, and you don't when I'm coming off or going on, please talk to me. I'm there, and I know it's me in full garb when I'm right before I'm performing can be a bit intimidating, as I was told. But what I want to leave everybody with is I'm just a girl. That's it. Just like anybody else, just like you guys, and um have lots of love, and if I can help you out in any way, shape, or form, that's what I do. That's why I think everyone calls me Mama Fox, because I'm just like a mama. I help people out. And it was so funny because we had a few foxes on the airways, and they're like, "Well, what the heck do we call you?" And I'm just Mama Fox. Just go ahead and call me Mama Fox. And it to me, it I think it's stuck. It's stuck at the gatherings. And yeah, if you ever need anything, never hesitate to ask. I'm always here for everybody. So yeah, that's what I want to leave.
That is so beautiful. And everyone add that to your gathering bingo. Go and hug Mama Fox because she is beautifully and wonderfully made.
And I'm fluffy, so I give really good, warm, fuzzy
Yes,
hugs.
you do give amazing hugs. I do love your hugs, and I can't wait to hug you again so soon.
Yes, I'm super excited for Legacy. It's gonna be so much fun, and get your tickets, get ready, it's a micro event, but it is getting back to the original how it started.
Yeah.
With the tabletops and chaotic, beautiful, wonderful energy going on. So I love it.
Yay!
I'm excited.
I'm so excited. It's gonna be so much fun, and it's just gonna be, like you said, a whole bunch of nerds just hanging out.
Hanging out, having fun. The mead garden. We're gonna have food vendors. We're gonna have games. We're going to have um wonderful, wonderful merchants there, um, that are gonna have garbs to finish off your beautiful outfits, drinking stuff, and pretty much being what we are, which is nerds, adult nerds.
Adult
So
nerds, rise of the nerds.
nerds. We need to have Jeremy yell out nerds like the movie. Just have him yell out nerds.
Yes,
I would be like,
yes, 100.
do a toast.
I love it. Well, I'm so excited, and thank you so much for taking the time to sit and chat with me. This has been so lovely, and you have given us such a beautiful insight into what it's like to be part of the Norse Forge family, and I'm so full of gratitude, and I love you so much.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you for doing this. You have taken on this wonderful, beautiful role, and it is so awesome to see you here and helping out and being a part of the family. And you're doing a wonderful job. You're making the interview so comfortable and doing so much to help out. I know Allie, it loves you. And all the help that any help, all the help is not only appreciated, but you embody what the Norse Forge family is. So I'm so happy that you're here helping. You're amazing.
That was so sweet. To quote Allie, I'm gonna throw up.
Yes, what is it? I'm gonna have to aggressively love her.
Yes.
It's gonna be consensual aggressive love. That's what it is.
Get loved.
Yes, get love. They were. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to do like, okay, get a sign. Aggressive, consensual hugs
Aggressive,
here.
consensual love. I love it. I love it so much.
That's right. You're gonna take it and you're gonna love it. Um,
Yeah. What she said. I love it so much. And I absolutely adore you. Let's make our little heart hand.
hold on.
Uh, Yay!
See you. I
Oh, look, and
see you. I
we're
see
in it.
you. Right? Hold on. One more time, so we can see each
Yay!
other. I see you.
I
I
see
see
you.
you.
I love it.
Yeah, that's what nerds is. Yep, that's us. Chaotic and
That's
yeah,
us. Hey,
it's so
all
much
of
fun.
it, all of it. And you'll see more of it very soon.
Very soon, November 15th,
November,
right around the corner.
right around the
Mm,
corner.
Around the corner. Be like, and you do go with withdrawals, so I'm like withdrawing so much from you guys. So I'm gonna be like, yeah,
Yeah.
let's do this.
Evil cackling and
All right, everybody. Oh, you know I cackle. I don't know how to laugh. I cackle.
yep.
You can hear me from a mile away.
Oh yes. Yes. And thank you guys so much. Tiny, I absolutely adore you. And I will also see
I love Teeny.
Okay, we will end the live here. And again, thank you so much to you. Thank you so much to Northwoods family, everybody. Thank you so, so much. Okay, love you. Bye.
I love you. Bye.